Hello, everybody. It is Monday, the 28th of August. And yesterday I really thought, well, I don't think I will make another video. Just shows you how wrong I always am. Right, I want to talk about the chakras. I was in conversation with somebody through my emails anyway, and thank you, by the way, for emailing me. That was lovely. That is it still is lovely to have somebody to talk to. Right, and the conversation came toward the chakras, and there's something in there that we can see, a knowledge of ourselves again, because those are our energy centers. Between them, they create us. Yeah, so it is a knowledge of ourselves. And I've just been listening to Johns and Julianne again, and I'm ready to scream again. And he's talking about, he was talking about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which, yes, it does speak about that. And how we must achieve unity with the seven, which is exactly what he's not doing. Yeah, he's going the opposite way. He's going the way of war. He's at war with his lower nature. Yeah, suppress it, beat it down. And you can't. Yeah, as long as your lower nature exists, which is a part of yourself, of your truth, of your true self. So if you try to suppress it, violently suppress it, yeah, and starving it out and denying it, and it is beating it down. But that is like trying to hold a balloon underwater, and it will stay underwater as long as you apply the pressure. But as soon as you let go, that thing will rise up again. And it's the same with your lower nature. Unless the way that Jesus proposed does actually work. Yeah? Where he actually did away with his nature apart from compassion and the desire to serve. And really being resurrected as a being in that image. That's all it is. But then you've killed yourself. If that is possible, you will have murdered yourself, your truth, your true self. And yeah, he was flung out of this reality because he was no longer according to this reality, the truth of this reality. Anyway, so let's talk about the seven chakras and what I can see in them. I mean, you can interpret them in many different ways, and I've seen many different interpretations of what they are. But, and again, looking at the story in the Garden of Eden and this awakening. So the first chakra, the root, is when Adam and Eve saw each other and knew each other. Now, I do still maintain that knowing at that moment did not mean they went and had sex, but really a deep down knowledge of each other, although they did have sex shortly after that. But it is the knowledge of each other, the love for each other, and yes, the desire to go on, to exist, to have life, to procreate, create more life. Yes, that's all contained in that, the desire to live and to go on living is in the root chakra, which if you cut that off, already, if you want to have something that is your slave, then that is the first thing you have to do away with, is the survival instinct. The willingness to live. And many in this world I can see have already lost the will to live. So first one. The next thing they knew was fear. And here's the thing that I was thinking about when in the emails, and that was Satan and the pit of fire. Your stomach is the region where that next chakra is located. Pit of fire, well, it's actually a pit of acid, really, but it burns. And if you say, where do you feel fear? In the pit of your stomach. Yeah? So there's Satan living in your stomach. And I've heard that, as they say, there are neuron-like cells in the heart, that receive information. I've heard there's also neuron-like cells in your stomach. So it can convey information. It can process information. The knowledge of danger, which is real. Danger is real. Anyway, so we go up to the next one, the solar plexus, which is depicted as yellow. So out of the desire for life, for each other, to procreate, to go on, through the knowledge of fear that there is danger around us, and also the knowledge of need. I mean, the stomach is also a knowledge of need, hunger for something. Comes desire, and also it is a very distinctive desire. It is yours. It is grown out of the knowledge of self, my desires, my needs. I've seen just that this chakra is self-esteem. It is the self, for myself. What I need. We skip the heart for now, because it is really mission control. It is the part that does not ask for itself. It has no knowledge of self. But I come to that. So you go up into this throat chakra, the speaking. Through the word, we make known to each other of the knowledge of ourselves, which in many cases does contain the knowledge of our need. The knowledge that we are in fear, the knowledge that we are in need, which is our truth. For many of us, that is downright our truth. We are in need, we are in fear, acknowledge that. And we are in danger, acknowledge that too. So we give that knowledge to each other, and I find, for the most part, if you speak it in words, what you get back is words. Which for the most part you would need a bit more than that. But there goes. Actually, on this level, we could already give to one another. In the physical, yes. Or no, on the level of knowledge that we have of the physical now, we could already give to one another. But as I said, for the most part, what you get back is words. Churches are very good at that. They give you words, a lot of them. But I've heard, and I keep hearing, don't ask of them, ask of me. Ask of me. So what is that me that you're asking of? And really it could be yourself, again, on the next level. Knowledge derived from a higher level. Third eye, where we really get out of the physical into a knowledge that is on a different level. Now, to me, the third eye is knowledge of what is in this world, because this world has got different levels. It is not just physical. And to me, again, the third eye, it is actually the best way. It is the sixth chakra, and the sixth is the number of man. It is the knowledge of this world, the knowledge of nature, the knowledge of others, other consciousnesses in this world on a higher level. That is the third eye. Crown chakra, you're then leaving the planet. That is all possibilities. You're connecting to something that is not contained within this reality, but somewhere else. And for me, it is a progression. And it is not progressing as you're doing away with everything that you're going past, but incorporating the knowledge of every step until you have a whole. And unless you have not incorporated the six, that is to say, you are man, you are what you are, then you should not open the seventh. Because you are not strong in the knowledge of yourself. And then all possibilities will blow you away, and I think it has blown away many. Yeah? Also because they have done away with their foundation. And then everything becomes possible. Yes, your foundation is that which restricts you, but every consciousness is restricted and has got its boundaries. Nothing can be all. So how does this work now? So if you have the knowledge of your foundation, of your truth, you are something that needs. You are something that has desires. And you bring those desires to the heart, which I said, mission control. From above come the possibilities, either through the spoken word or on a higher level through let's go as far as the third eye. So they bring the possibilities down in to the heart. And then there is wisdom. Heart should be the seat of wisdom, where, and they both must see reason. Your desires must see reason. They can't have everything. And the possibilities must see reason in that it must serve that which is. Yeah? They are there to serve, not to go off on their own and, I can be anything and everything, detached from what it should actually serve. So their kind of reason has to be created between the two. They must see reason and come together in an agreement with something that is feasible, that will not destroy the life, but aid it. I mean, desires by themselves going rampant can destroy life, obviously. So can knowledge that is detached from everything else. It can destroy life. It is destroying life in this world at the moment. So they come together in mission control. They all bring off their knowledge, including Satan, the knowledge of fear, the knowledge of danger. They reach a conclusion of the best way forward in the heart. And from there, the prayer goes out into the all. When two come together, or many, I mean it's more than two, there's a lot of knowledge coming together. Possibilities, desires, fears, the danger that we see, and really all the roots sitting there saying, I want to live, I want to procreate, I want to go on. Yeah. So all of that comes together in the heart. And God help it, it's trying to create all that. So, but this is your center, this is your mission control. It's not in the head. The head is knowledge of possibilities, but it should serve something. The knowledge comes down to serve. The desire rises up to be served. And between them, they should create something that sustains life. So, but I mean, really, what drove me absolutely mad today is John's and Julian's saying, oh, we must create unity between the seven. Actually, right now, let's try and create unity, as far as the fifth, the word, or if we know what we're doing, and when we know what we're doing, go into the sixth. And I wouldn't go any further than that right now. We're not ready. We're nowhere near ready. But if he says create unity, but then peace and unity, and then continuously goes beaten up on his lower nature, just suppress it instead of bringing it into the heart and make it see reason, make it see wisdom, then he's at war with himself and proclaiming peace and unity at the same time. Anyway, that is how I see it at the moment. We must become our own truth. And if we can, and I think many do, suppress our truth and really create an energy where our truth is completely suppressed, but we create an energy that is born out of that suppression. And we ask out of the energy that we have become, we will receive, and then we wonder why everything we receive is so terribly wrong, why it always creates the wrong outcomes. It's because we are not asking out of our truth. Something is received. You are receiving, but you are not your truth at the moment of asking. So you are receiving according to what you have made yourself into, which is a distortion. And what is created outside of ourselves is a distortion. Anyway, but I mean, in the depiction of Jesus, he's talking about Jesus, and he's going on about the pineal gland. That is the knowledge of Egypt, which is not wrong. It's not wrong. But Jesus brought that knowledge down. And when you see a depiction of Jesus and where the energy is actually coming from in him, it's always a depiction of the heart. And, the rays going out from the heart, not from here. Yeah, he's not depicted as somebody with things coming out of his head. It's depicted as something that's coming out of the heart. I mean, he moved to the head in the end. He did. But for a while, when he was in this earth, he was anchored in the heart. That is when the miracles in this world started to happen. Here. Anyway, I will leave it at that for today, and I talk to you again soon. Bye.